Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a rose gold glitter cut crease, and we're going to be starting out with the Anastasia dip brow in the color ash brown along with the Anastasia brush number 12. You first want to start by defining your eyebrow on the bottom and very lightly filling in the sparse areas. Now don't worry if you overdo it, if you go a little too thick, or if it gets really messy, because we're going to go ahead and clean it up after we're done with concealer. So just go ahead and keep filling in. Now we're going to go in with the crown brush C470 and Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm using the color light medium, and just go ahead and define your brow again with the concealer, and this is where you're cleaning it up, making it very sharp and nice. And with that same concealer, we're going to go ahead and prime our eyelids so that we can get ready for our eyeshadow. You don't have to clean the top up. I do it sometimes, not all the time, but when it gets a little messy, it's best to do it. Or if you want to go a little thinner, you can do that as well. For my eyes, I'm going to go in with my Tartelette palette. I'm going to be using the color Free Spirit along with my Vermona blending brush just to set my concealer. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my Vermona color switch tool to clean up the brush a little bit. With the same brush, I'm going to go ahead and dip into the color Natural Beauty. I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my lid and use that as a nice transition color. With my Morphe E13 brush and no product on it, I'm going to go ahead and go over that transition color just to soften the edges a little bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab my Vermona blending brush again and dip into the color Best Friend. I'm going to deepen up the crease just a little bit more. Then I'm going to grab my Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Medium again with my crown brush C470, and I'm going to go ahead and start cutting the crease. Now using my Vermona Sculpt and Line brush, I'm going to go ahead and dip into the color Bombshell, and I'm going to start defining that cut crease, just going over it, lining it up really softly. Once again, using my Vermona blending brush, I'm going to go ahead and dip into the color Best Friend, and I'm just going to go ahead and soften that crease just a little bit. I'm going to go in with my Stila Glitter and Glow in the color Kitten Karma and just start filling in the lid area. I'm going to go in with my favorite gel eyeliner, which is by Inglot. It's the number 77. It's the darkest eyeliner that I've ever used. It is waterproof. It's amazing. You guys have to try it. I'm going to go ahead and use the Sigma E06 brush, which is a winged eyeliner brush, and I'm going to go ahead and create a small wing. I'm going to apply some falsies, which will be the Cocoa lashes in the style Goddess. Going back to my Vermona blending brush and the color Best Friend, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit underneath my eyes to my lash line just to smoke it out a bit. Then I'm gonna go in with my Vermona Sculpt and Line brush and the color Bombshell, and I'm gonna literally put that in my waterline as if it was an eyeliner. And then I'm going to smoke it out just a little bit more. I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Moving on to the face, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face using the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I'm going to go ahead and use my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Light Beige. I like to use my Vermona Color Switch Dual Top as a palette. To apply my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use the Original Pink Beauty Blender. Just gonna go ahead and blend all around, bring it down to the neck. Make sure you blend it all out. To conceal, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium. I'm gonna go ahead and place it under my eyes, to the sides of my nose, my chin, on my nose, Cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Crown Brush Dual Fiber Blush Blender, which is a C490. I'm gonna use the pointy side and just blend out my concealer. Then I'm gonna go in with the Vermona Cake and Bake Beauty Sponge and go ahead and blend out the edges a little bit more. Going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, I'm going to go ahead and use a Sigma F35 tapered highlighter brush and apply the shade Lyric just to set my under eyes and set my nose as well. And to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Loose Powder in the number 54 along with my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush. I just like to press all over my face and make sure everything is in place, get it all set. Now to contour, I'm going to go in with my Sigma F40, which is a large angled contour brush. I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette again in the shade Shadow Play. Just going to go ahead and chisel my cheeks and my forehead, and I will be contouring my nose with my favorite Be Bella RG209 brush. I'm going to go in with the same shade, which is Shadow Play, and just chisel my nose. With my Vermona blending brush, I'm going to go in and dip in the shade Lyric from the Kat Von D palette, just to kind of highlight the bridge of my nose with my MAC blush in the color Gleeful, along with my favorite blush brush, which is the Morphe G8. For highlight, I'm going to be using my Morphe M510 highlight brush. I'll also be using my Vermona Guilty Glow highlight in the color Exposed. Then I'm going to go in with my Morphe M562, which is a mini highlight brush. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight the bridge of my nose and the inner corners of my eyes along with my Cupid's bow. For my lips, I'm going to go ahead and use the MAC lip liner in the shade Hover. It's a very natural shade. Then I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors Stay On lip gloss in the shade Messy Bun. Just going to go ahead and put that all over my lip. And to finish the look, I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I do like to fan it out. Here's my final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and it helped you in some kind of way. If you have any questions, please leave your questions or comments down below. I will go ahead and link all the products used in the description box. Don't forget to thumbs up the video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.